We're on the, yes, we're gonna call this meeting to
Oh,
order.
couple.
It is 6:06. All right, we're gonna have to table the minutes from the last meeting because Kim has them and she is not here, so we're gonna table them till next meeting. I don't think there was a whole lot of new business. Erica, you said that you had some new business.
I sent to the tech and they already sent it out school-wide, looking for volunteers for the market.
Have we had anyone respond to that yet?
No.
Okay. And then you said you got some quotes for signs.
You asked me to get A-frame signs. He sent me 2 A-frame inserts, dry erase, so you can erase the date and change it every year. $195. The A-frame sign itself, what is the hardware and stuff, it's $180. It's lightweight, so you just have to chain it to something.
Right, we're in the rotary was where we put them, so they're freeze. They can't blow over from cars when they're only there for the 4 hours during the market. So they have to be chained to stay up.
That's what I
Sandbagged or
understood. I
something,
don't know.
some weighted somehow.
They're made with PVC, so
Sandbags and drop it through the chains or something.
What happened to the one you normally use? Just need a
it's
new
just
one?
old.
Yeah, they fell apart. So can
And
you
if you want it designed, if you want them to design it, it's $125 additional. If we want to design it, they just do it.
And where is this from?
Minuteman, friend of mine.
Can you email that to everybody?
This was probably the best price for me.
Yeah. Can you email that to everybody on the board? Any other new business?
Do you only have the one quote? Is that the only company you asked?
Yeah, it's the only one, because I know him.
So there was a meeting of the Board of Health regarding converting regulations to, or guidelines to regulations on manure management. And I'm blanking out on her name, but she wanted to come to sit with us, the woman who's writing these, to see if we have any feedback on what she's written, so that she can finalize something to bring back to the Board of Health next month.
It's mainly aimed at horses.
Well, it was, no, a lot about horses, but it also, you know, she deals with goats and sheep and llamas and cows, and there were some regulations around housing that were debated whether you really need a 3-sided shed and to protect, you know, beef cows, or do they just need, you know, trees to be under?
From manure?
No, from wind and rain.
Oh, all right.
So is it
So
just? I know this. You kind of lost me too. I thought we were on manure management. So then.
Well, it was more than manure. It was animal care. Manure management was one piece of it. And we referred her to look back at the state, because the state already has pretty clear regulations on manure. Although she ran into questions around, can people compost their manure? Because she runs into people who have piles close to neighbors' yards, and then that becomes a complaint. Well, they only had 2 complaints in the past year, so I thought they were actually doing pretty well. But then it became an issue around what's composting. There are guidelines on, you know, turning it and
So
actively composting something rather than just
Are
letting it sit.
people using the excuse basically composting as that's what they're doing and throwing it over the hillside,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah. So she had some work to do to
Yeah.
clarify those issues. But she wanted to sit with us and see what feedback we could give her on what she's got.
Okay. Do you know when that might be ready for when she'd like to see us?
Well, she's hoping to go back to the Board of Health meeting in May, early May sometime.
Do you have a contact person?
As I said, I've forgotten. I do it
Right.
at home.
Okay.
What's the
But I can get it.
address?
Okay.
Because we can have another meeting before Board of Health if she wants to come down and sit with us.
That might be a good idea. And then with
Do you?
Kim here, we could
Yeah.
do a little bit more business.
Yep. Okay.
Kim probably does. I might have, but it might be out of date. Kim has the most updated one, so.
Do you know what the email address for everybody is?
Pepper Farmers Market. I don't know. It just
At
comes.
what?
Yeah, market manager
Yeah.
at pepperfarmersmarket.com. I
Yeah.
think gets redirected to everyone.
Market manager
Yeah.
at Pepper's?
Yeah.
Can you find out when she'd like to do that, and then we'll schedule a meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is Robin Ebert involved in that amount, you know? Robin Hebert?
Yes, I think it was Robin.
It is
She's
Robin?
the animal
Yeah.
control officer, right?
Not the dog officer, the animal control officer.
Animal control.
Robin. Right.
Yep. Okay. Any other new business?
As a member of the Democratic Town Committee, we've been discussing having a booth at the farmer's market to share our liberal views with the public. Such an opportunity.
This fall under manure management?
Might. And a few others. There are quite a few liberals coming forward lately that would say something about the world.
That was politics in general, not even liberal.
Is that,
So-
I'd have to go to the town to make sure that's legit, we can, right? I don't know. What's our bylaws say, or what do we
Yeah.
have? I
That
don't
would
know what
be-
the rules are.
That would be a good question.
Right.
Yeah.
So I probably have to go to town council and ask them if, political events can be held at Pepper Farmers Market or not. I have no idea. It's a good question. I don't have the answer. Anybody have the answer?
What's the question?
Are we allowed to have political events?
Oh.
Do you want to have?
I don't know. Can you stop it?
Would you want to?
Well, it's a farmer's market. I know Groton Market does not allow it.
Yeah. So,
Just seems like something you might
Actually,
not wanna
Tingsboro
get
Market
into.
doesn't allow it either.
okay. What other new business do we get? If we don't have any more, we're gonna run to farmer's market. Jim, how you making out music then?
Do you know the woman that runs the Lunenburg Farmers Market? She has a sign company. I wonder, just something to compare to, like what she would charge.
Yeah, we should at least get two or
There's
three
actually
quotes.
Mike's Signs, I think it's Mike's Signs in Tingsboro, that they just opened. I can stop in there and get a thing from them as well. So if you wanna get that one, I'll get the one in
How
Tingsboro.
full are we,
I'll have
music
three.
wise?
I have 10 weeks booked and there's 8 still open.
Is there 18? Yeah, 18 weeks, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you got one blocked out for
That's
the 20,
9/15.
16. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Good.
Hi.
Hi there.
Is this the Ag Commission?
Yep.
Hi.
Come on in.
This is Lucy.
Yeah, so the booking's going all right. It's actually slowed down just recently. Trying to get people to respond. There's a couple people that just haven't answered, so that really slowed the process down. But it's ongoing. I have, the first open date we have at this point is July 8th. So the first 4 weeks are booked already.
Okay. Is it like that normally? This slow, or does it seem like it's slower?
Yeah,
Down?
Funny tears?
I don't know.
Seems not very stable.
No. Sorry to interrupt.
Was it like that
yeah. it
normally,
it
kind of
varies.
last minute?
Uh,
You got Bob Ledger, was it Bob Ledger? Was he
Yeah.
Doug Ledger? So you
yeah,
got him?
he's booked.
All right, he's got 2 in there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Brian respond?
Brian's got 1.
Yep.
Back to the Garden's got a couple.
Yep.
Steve Pavio has a couple. Mark Hastings has 1. All But Gone has booked 1 date. That was the Sunken Rails, I think. They changed their name or
Okay.
members or something. But yeah, it kind of goes slow sometimes, like I say, if people don't respond. Because I send out a list of dates and they pick a couple and then I send out the reduced list of dates to the next person. So if somebody doesn't respond, it just kind of holds the whole process up and I end up ignoring them.
Sound it off
to the
somebody
next
else.
person, and
Yeah,
of course,
that
when I
makes
do
sense.
that, then the last people respond.
Okay,
But no worries at this point, I don't think.
good. All right. Other than that, the farmer's market business, I mean, everything else, the vendors, I'm missing some money from people, a few. but just about everybody else is paid, signed up. We're gonna be probably a little bit stronger. I'm just waiting for confirmation from Tully's. But he seems,
Milk.
yeah, he seems to think ice cream, milk, butter,
That's cool.
they'll be here. Yeah.
So who do we have for vendors?
Right at the moment, we have Spitzka, Lindell, Fred, Purple Carrot, Kathy, Erica, Grange, Seafood Express are full times. Well, Grange isn't, but then I have just a couple of little ones, not the major library. If I have everyone together or not. Marion said she's coming a couple times. That's about it at the moment.
Billerica Cat?
Huh?
Billerica Cat coming back?
They haven't sent me any paperwork yet. They use it kind of late though.
She usually just does a couple, right?
Right, use it too, yeah. So I'm sure she'll be back.
We'd also like to do Middlesex GWOT again.
Yep.
If you'll have us, I'll get that paperwork in.
Okay, so you guys get me that, and then, we can meet again in a couple of weeks, and we should have a final lineup. So we should be in pretty good shape there. I do have a young man who's interested in working the market and being paid to take off some of the responsibilities. Problem with that, it'll probably interfere with our Facebook advertising or something else, but something's got to give labor-wise, so.
What are the, maybe this is a better question when Kim's here, but what's on the list of labor?
Market day,
Well, no.
once you get open and
No.
closing the bathrooms, power on, music tent, signs in the rotary, signs at the end of the driveway, money, collecting money, paying the music, layout, painting the lines every week before the market. That's usually like a daily thing. That doesn't count all the emails, the Facebook stuff, the everything else.
I don't mind running Facebook pages, I told you, that would be easy to do,
So,
to take that off of somebody.
I think we should get a big piece of paper and make a list of all those, and see how we can divide them up, or what it means to pay
realize we're being
somebody.
recorded, so I can use this against you.
Yes, you can.
You'll be the first one. I'm gone this weekend. I'm gone this weekend. You know, unless someone wants to haul around a tent and signs, and see, before we had Frank and Sue doing the rotary. Kim did the end of the driveway. I took care of the music, so it wasn't so bad.
Yep.
Who's going to take care of?
Yeah, we have to reassign.
Right.
Things have changed.
So, so I was doing the money, the lines, the music tent, the opening and closing, the layout, the weekly money. Kim was doing emails, correspondence. Jim was doing music. Frank and Sue were doing the website, Facebook, rotary signs. Kim was doing signs at the end of the driveway. That's where the work was being done.
So Dennis Biscuit's taken over Sue and Frank's place, so he should be taking up all their work.
Big, big.
Does he know that?
No, he doesn't.
Well, we should tell him.
And if I'd like to be able to get people to volunteer to do stuff, like I said, that would be great, to set up extension cords in the music tent, absolutely. Frank and Sue would cover running the market if I wasn't there, and that was good, and I'm not gonna be there every week this year, so that needs to be considered, who's gonna take care of it and deal with it, and so, and Kim covered a little bit last year, but, so, everyone wants to do Facebook.
Not me.
Not me. But it's the other things that we need some help with.
I'll do a
as
lot
much
to
as
avoid
anything.
doing Facebook.
So, but I do have a young man who wants
That's
to
all I have
go.
time to help out with.
And he's going to agriculture school up in New Hampshire. He wants to be part of the farmer's market. He's not looking for a lot of money, so he might be an easy person to give some of the stuff to and show up and meet vendors and learn a few things, and it may be a good opportunity for him for a year. So it's something for everyone to think about. So.
What kind of budget do you have for that?
Zero at the moment, but I mean, we were putting $30 or $40 a week into Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, into boosting it. Yeah. We're hitting 10,000 people a week.
Wow.
I know. I'm afraid to stop it because we did increase the first year we did it. I mean, traffic increased, almost doubled. So, I don't know.
But it
much-
also, like, we need to keep the Facebook page alive throughout the year.
Correct.
Because then it just stops showing on people's newsfeed. Then
Yeah.
it's just,
Right.
you know,
That's part
even
of the
saying
problem.
like where you are in the winter markets, like just keeping it alive, saying
Yep.
here's,
That's
you
part of the
know,
problem.
your vendors that you see all summer, this is where they're going to
And
be
that
in
works
the
for
winter. And
that
this
works
is-
for keeping the market that we have established. That doesn't do anything to make
Right, new
create
ones,
growth.
right.
No, it does, because I was doing research on the ones in Maine, and they post articles every week to keep people reminded about the
Because if
market.
you like it, then all your friends,
Yep,
it pops up in their newsfeed. Like it just, you gotta
yeah,
keep it
and
alive.
then come time market, everybody's ready for it, because they're seeing the articles and they're seeing the things that are being posted throughout the year, but nothing's being posted throughout the year on ours.
Nope, we usually run seasonal. Yep.
But that wouldn't cost any money.
No,
Like, I'm
it
not saying
wouldn't.
boosting
Nope.
it. I'm just saying
Nope.
keeping
You
it
only
alive.
boost it during the
Yeah.
season, but you, as long as they're,
Keeping the content fresh is,
yeah,
it's a lot of work, but it's important.
It really isn't.
Well,
Well, you can't. I mean,
Kinda come up
well,
with
you have
content.
7 vendors. What do you say about 7 vendors over and over and over?
no, you post articles like things about vegetables and
Yeah,
things about
things that are
meat
relative.
or things about
Recipes.
yeah, exactly,
Totally.
recipes. You just throughout the non-season.
You could do
to
canning.
keep people
I mean, you
interested.
could do lots of information.
That's what they're doing in Maine, and they seem to have a huge turnout.
You got baby cows. We'll post pictures of it. People would love it. Seriously, like just keeping it alive.
Adopt a farmer. Do adopt a farmer.
We are or not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. There's a telephone number too.
Oh, good. Whose number was that? Well, we are. So, I mean, that's where we stand as far as that, you know.
That's a good question.
So, well, that's what I get. And you are. How can we help you?
Well, okay, I'm new in town actually.
Yeah.
My name's Lucy McCain. My farm is the Herb Hill Micro Dairy. So I do a little bit of dairy and a little bit of diverse growing and chickens,
Yeah.
eggs, meat. So I just wanted to be a part and
Yep, come see what we're doing.
I don't do farmers markets because I think it would just be too much with the dairy.
Yeah.
I do goats and I do raw milk. I have the license with the state
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do that. So I've come from Andover and I love it here.
Excellent. Welcome.
Well, welcome.
to Purple.
Thank you, thank you. I was just at this meeting today and I grabbed a few books for you if
Mhm.
anybody's interested in them, and they were offering a chance to, I don't know, did you get any through the mail? I guess we're all
I get the email.
in this free, but the one in Central Mass is not free. Central Grown or something, you have to pay dues. But because
They're not these
Topsfield people, Topsfield Agricultural Board subsidizes this, so it's pretty cool. Anybody want a book? Well, everybody's in there, I think. Free listing,
That's what I want.
and if you want more, there's,
want one in there?
just contact Joy.
Joy, right. I
Just
get
contact Joy.
everything from
Yeah, I'm
Joy.
gonna put a few in my little store. I think it's a neat thing. They have everybody and what they do, and they just give you a free listing. And there's pictures, so maybe some of those pictures.
I'm not.
I was looking on Local Harvest and noticed that there were a few people in the town, a few farmers that have CSAs, and I wondered if you folks would want to consider doing like a farm tour day where, you know, people go from one farm to another and tour the farm. You know, we did that with NOFA Mass,
Mhm.
the Northeast Organic Farming Association, and we, for the Raw Milk Dairy Days, man, it brings the people out.
Mhm.
I don't know if your CSAs are all filled or not. Mine certainly isn't, and there's plenty of room for more participants, but it could go along with something like that, keeping interest. It could be, you know, in the middle of July or something where everybody's not thinking farm, but, you know, it could be any time. But I noticed one being offered by Westford chapter of Weston Price. They're doing a farm tour, and they give a date, and they give a couple hours, that's it, you don't give the whole day, and they tell you which farm's available, or in this particular case, it's just one, gives you directions, and you can sign up and go if you choose to.
Tully Farm does one every year in the fall.
Do they?
Yeah, I usually go.
I
Yep,
don't
you get to
even know
go
where
and meet
that
all the
is.
cows, and Tully's in Dunstable.
Dunstable.
Meet the cows, and they feed you, and
Yeah,
it's a nice day.
yeah.
It was a very good marketing strategy.
Yeah, and I find that when I had that in Andover, people wanted to buy anything you had. It's like, whoa. So it's kind of a neat way to, you know, it's another way besides this great way to do it.
Yep.
If you'd like to consider, I'd like to be part of it. I spoke with David Sears about maybe doing something with raw milk, but if we wanted to do something for the vegetable folks too, or include them in, we could do that too. I don't know if this is something you do. Clue me in, folks, I'm new. You can tell me anything and I'll believe you, right? Anyway, that's me.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been one in town or not like that. I don't know.
Not that I can remember. Yeah.
The reason I thought of it was because going to local harvest, I'm like, wow, there's 3 farms in Pepperell. I didn't know that.
There's quite a
So you
few.
can now sell raw milk,
Yeah,
because I know Groton was having a
Groton
massive stink
can't.
with it.
yeah, Groton can.
I think
guess-
she got it passed.
I heard she did, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because see, there are old laws on the books from way back 1700s or something that said certain towns can sell and certain towns can't, and Groton was one of those that you can't. She came to me to look at my setup, and you know, she
Nice
learned.
lady.
Yeah, she's very nice. So yeah, I've been doing it for 8 years now. This is my 7 years, my 8th year. I've been doing it long. Yeah, I come from the 4-H world. I grew up in the city. Don't get mad at me. But my husband had a few experiences in the country, like big farming in the 60s with his uncle in Kansas. So we both wanted to give our kids experiences that would ground them, that would help them to be the best, as you know. And we joined 4-H because I had to learn, they had to learn, and we just kept going with it. And everybody, I picked the goats, and the chickens, and you know, it was small enough. And we did it for years and years. And then when the youngest, and my husband was like, oh boy, we're not going to have any more goats. I'm like, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Maybe we could have a milking day for the kids.
Yeah, maybe. If that's part of, you know,
Might bring them in.
adults, I find, really like to do it at the fairs. I was 4-H leader for 16 years.
I loved doing
At
it.
Westford,
I don't have
yeah.
time anymore.
So, anyway, that's,
Kids seem to grasp it more than adults, faster than adults.
yeah. Oh, some kids don't want to have anything to do with the farm, but other kids, yeah. Yeah.
I think one of the problems we've had with doing farm tours or any other activities is manpower and time and energy to organize those.
Energy to
So I'm
organize.
glad you're sitting at the table, because it sounds like you have the energy and the interest to make some things happen, which is
I was talking about at the market, though. I was talking about at the market.
that too.
Well, if you're
You
interested,
would-
how does your board work? You
Yeah,
have
bring the
other
goats to the
people
market and let
involved too,
let
that
the
need
kids
to make a
milk 'em.
decision on something like that?
Or anybody else that wants to.
No, I think right now we're kind of really where we're at is focusing on farmers market and the energy to get that up and started again and running for the year, and that's where we've been meeting for the last couple of months doing that. And but I mean, I think with something, once we got farmers market going, I think it'd be easier for us to talk about maybe something in the fall or and doing something like that. So volunteers. So there's only 5 of us on the board. Everybody else kind of volunteers when they can. So.
Yeah. Volunteer organizations, I find, are always run by great people, because it's tough to be a volunteer.
In the past, we've had kids' activities to try and draw people there. We did have like a little petting farm come and horseback rides, and that seemed to draw quite a few kids, but she doesn't come anymore. She's doing Kimball's.
But you're talking more farm visits and is what you're thinking
Yeah,
about.
I have no problem with, when Norfolk, Mass had raw milk dairy days, this is going back a few years ago, when they had a volunteer to run it across the state. It was everybody in the state who wanted to participate. You know, you could pick the date, it was on a weekend, and you had either 1 or 2 tours, and people would just come. It was like 30 people at a time, and you're moving from one group of animals to, you're giving a tour, it's all you're doing. And then I used to demonstrate how to milk and say, oh, anybody want to try? And some people would, some people wouldn't. So it was a good couple hours. Then I'd have them do something for me, like walk the chickens somewhere or bring the goats in. And they're like, yeah. You know what I mean? So you think of what they could do for you.
Oh, yeah.
Something easy.
Mhm.
It might work. In the fall is a great time too. Yeah. I have a daughter getting married in October though.
You'd be busy.
Yeah. However, I'd love to be part of it, whatever way I can. Sure. Now I'm stopping my CSA the end of September. I gotta get down there. Yeah, she's out of town.
Well, what we need to do is figure out how to get more people at the market.
Okay.
That's, last year, the heat or something kept them away. It was brutal, the heat.
Yes.
So we need to figure out how to get more people there.
Ice cream.
We need an ice cream
Yes.
truck. Charlotte's has one.
Yes.
For those hot days.
Charlotte's has one.
Can you subsidize ice cream so it's like a quarter a piece or something? Could you partner
Well,
with?
she'd have to charge whatever she charges, but
Well, but she said,
she has
could we,
hers
out of
established.
our funds, subsidize it?
In other
Oh,
words,
oh, oh.
so people have more of an incentive.
Mhm.
Hey, Ma, it's only a quarter. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Or?
We don't get any town money.
No.
No, we don't get any money. We survive on vendors only. Our budget's about $1,250 a year. So we're pretty tight. We have to pay the town back money to use the field. So we're
Oh,
pretty limited on what we can do.
yeah.
Well, we can raise funds. We can
We
charge for
try
farm
that every
tours.
year.
There's different, we haven't, there
Yeah.
are different ways to raise money.
Nofy
but it's
used to tell
it's
us,
huge
put a
effort.
little thing on the table and,
Mhm.
and put for NOFA, for what do you call it, for putting this together. And people would do that.
Donations, yeah.
Yeah, people would do that. I didn't ask for anything, but people
Mhm.
would do that on your, table, your demonstration. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Or maybe a vendor, somebody, other ice cream places might like to donate some of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a question of asking them.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bag made up, like a shopping bag,
I made
To sell?
lunch last year.
but to sell, to raise
Embroidered.
money for the market?
We tried doing
We have
last year a little bit,
t-shirts.
but once again, I mean, no one
You
was
did?
there. Erica
I
wasn't
didn't
there.
see
I
that.
wasn't there much last year, so it's like, who's gonna run
I
that?
still have them that we're gonna put out this year. But
That's all right. Everyone's busy. I mean, I'm
I
I'm
made
coming
them and
down my
donated
last
them
couple of
last year.
Saturdays here.
We should not have farmers running this. It's
I didn't even know you guys
Oh,
had
I
that.
don't.
I feel like people struggle with their vegetable orders, like, and they bring their own bags, but I feel like some people don't, and they end up
We
buying
sold
more.
bags in the very beginning, didn't we?
T-shirts and bags.
T-shirts.
Yeah,
It's all
it
about
started with
t-shirts.
bags first, though, didn't it?
I remember that.
I mean, not that you're
You
gonna
had
make a
some
lot of
bags
money,
that-
I
I
meant
think
more
it
of a
started with
convenience for the
reusable
customer.
bags, and then
That's
we
right,
went to
and make a few
T-shirts, and we
bucks.
did that
Yeah.
for a few years.
You
and
had,
then
you had bags for a while that somebody was making for you, right? The green sack ones?
I had the girl that was doing it for, she was selling them at market.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was making them out of grain bags and then selling them for helping with her college. She did that for 1 or 2 seasons or something. I thought we had done printed bags way back in the beginning.
I mean, not that you'd make much, but I just more
don't
even
remember
make a few
seeing
bucks and convenience for the customer. I don't know, I would think that,
So could the group use the bags that you made, or,
Yeah, I was gonna put them back out this year.
and they're free, or no?
I
Oh,
donated
donation.
them.
You donated?
I embroidered them and donated them.
Wow.
and they say farmer's market?
Pepperell, yeah, the Pepperell Farmers
Wow.
Market.
So maybe a few at all the vendors, and they could promote them perhaps.
Mhm.
That's awesome, yeah.
We were selling them for 45 and doing raffles for them, and some of the vendors were putting stuff in them to raffle off for 45, but we only, one person
So, yeah,
won one,
Joe's,
and that was it.
That goes back to who's gonna manage it and take
Yeah.
care of it and do it. And
Mhm.
Well, the person that's at the farmer's market for themselves, they do that, or do people send other people to the market to sell for them?
some do both, yeah. Some I have employees that come and work, so
So
that's
they
what
need to
they're
know.
doing, right? Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
doing, their job, and
Yeah.
other people are part-time farmers, so to speak, so they're coming to hang out and do a little bit, and some depend on it for a living, and so.
Yeah, last year I did 2 markets same day, so I had sent my daughter to do the Pepper one, and I went to the other one, because she doesn't have a license.
Could you tell me who you are?
I guess we could.
Erica? America.
Erica.
And Kathy.
Kathy.
Tony Beatty, Robin Wood Farm on Oak Hill Road.
What's the name of the farm?
Robin Wood Farm.
Robin Wood. I don't know where that is.
Mhm. Vegetables, and
Uh-huh.
hay, firewood, lumber.
Jim Friend out on Dow Street. At this point, we just do hay.
And I'm Todd Russell. I live up on Hill Street.
And you ladies had different farms?
Not farm.
Oh, you're not a farm?
We do goat milk soap and stuff. Girl,
Oh,
doll
cool.
clothes.
And clothes?
American Girl doll clothes.
Nice.
And she does doggy treats.
Yes.
So do you have a retail store at your farm? Is it are there
It's
hours
a
that-
little one, yeah.
Mhm.
It's very tiny, yeah.
What road are you on?
Brookline Street,
Oh, you're right behind us.
behind you.
I'm
I'm here,
a couple
yeah,
doors
it's
down
near
from him.
here. It's near here.
Not Boynton, Brookline.
Brookline. It's right behind, off Boynton, isn't it?
Point.
Yes, at the end,
Yeah.
at the end of, yeah.
It's in the back, yeah, I haven't put up my sign on the road yet officially, because there's still construction. As you know, it takes forever.
Mhm.
But, yeah, people come to pick up milk, I have to have a dedicated spot where they can see the animals, make sure everything's clean, pick up the milk.
So where on Brookline, so I can find you and come visit sometime?
Sure, I'm 16B, I'm in the back.
So you're on the town end, not the Hollis Brookline end.
I'm
Brookline
near
Street.
Hollis, I'm near, what do you call it?
Oh,
Hollis
that-
Street.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just,
He's just saying you're closer to the town, like the middle of town.
yeah, the center of
Yeah.
town,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Opposed
covered
to
bridge.
Leaving town.
I tell my customers, wait till you go over that covered bridge.
Mhm.
Gives them an extra reason to drive another extra miles. So, that's pretty.
Anything else?
Works for me. We'll figure out when the What Health wants to talk to us, and we'll try and make that work with them.
Okay.
All right? If you can figure that out, let me know. We'll set up another meeting, then we'll go from there.
I'll get ahold of her.
All right?
Sounds good.
Let's close it. It is 6:40.